The United States was forever changed by the Civil War. Many families had lost their loved ones. The soldiers that did return often found their hometowns had suffered greatly as well. President Lincoln was the first U.S. president to be assassinated. And for many, life in the South had been devastated. Slavery was ended, but for many Northerners, Southerners, and former slaves, the future was uncertain. Many felt they had only one place to go, and that was west. It was time to rebuild, and for some to completely start over. A new wave of immigrants spurred population growth. The spirit of invention and innovation would help families and farms recover and expand. Americans would continue to fulfill manifest destiny in spite of harsh conditions and challenges. Remember manifest destiny, where they thought it was just their divine right to own all the land and settle all the land all the way to the Pacific Ocean, coast to coast. Newspapers of the East Coast published exciting stories of the Wild West. Towns began popping up along tracks of railroads expanded westward. Cattle and the railroads would begin to dominate industries. The cattle industry would provide much needed meat throughout the United States. Young men would trade farmers' hoes for cowboy hats. They would drive herds through miles of harsh trails. New laws would help immigrants establish and develop their fortunes in the new world. These immigrants desired to settle in the new western frontiers. Trailblazers would forever leave their brand on the developing West. So there's all this unpopulated land out there and opportunities for something. So they were affected a lot, regardless of whether they were a soldier in the Civil War or just an immigrant just now coming to the country, or maybe their way of life had changed because of the damages caused by the war. But a lot of people use this opportunity to go west and make a new life. So read on to find out about some of the hardships they faced and some of the things that changed to make it more accessible for them to go west, and how our nation started growing.